Welcome to DMOT Garage. We are back on the Okrasa build for the 56 Oval Beetle, my wife's one actually. So let's go onto the bench. I'll show you what we're restoring today. We have some more very cool parts. Check them out. If anyone knows what these suckers are, these are Zenith Porsche carbies that were on the 356 Porsche, and we also have a Porsche 356 fuel pump because we're going to be upping the capacity of our little 36 horse motor. We are actually going larger in all dimensions, so we're going to be running these carbies. Now, these suckers are not cheap, I tell you. In this state, and you can see they need a full restoration, they're completely knackered on the insides. You're looking at about $1,500 just for the two of those, so very, very pricey little units. These run around the $400 to $500. Again, unrestored. Gasket kit for that's about 150 bucks. Gasket kit for these two, ooh, I think it was like 350. So yes, we really do get hammered down here in Australia for parts. I know the guys in Europe and America, they just probably go, "What? Are you kidding me?" Yeah, unfortunately, it's, you know, our dollar's not good, and the shipping costs just absolutely destroy us. So you got to wear it. This is what, you know, if you want to build performance motors and especially vintage speed stuff, you are going to be opening your wallet big time. Anyway, we're going to get these suckers completely restored, and we are also going to go and do all the hardware too with the plating. So, you know, zinc plating. I mean, these ones have got chrome bolts on them, but I'm pretty sure that they didn't come with chrome bolts. I think they were just zinc plated, but we're going to go and obviously strip these down. Now, I have never done a set of these carbies before. I know that bottom plate there is supposed to be black, so we will powder coat those sections black. We will probably put these through the ultrasonic cleaner as well as the pump, which I have the ultrasonic over there getting up to temperature because we want to get it reasonably warm and go from there. So let's start the disassembly process and go from there. Okay, let's start with the fuel pump. So we've got a few screws here to undo. Grossburger. Get this guy off. Oh wow, here's some corrosion in there. This is obviously a little gasket. Oh yeah, and there's a gasket in here as well. Now we have a new kit coming for this, because I would say this is extremely old. I think that, oh no, here we go. We've got these guys to take out as well. These are probably going to be difficult. Another one of those valves, pretty much exactly the same as the V-dub one. Gotta be careful taking this out. There we go. There we go. It's a little basket. Yeah, there is a gasket there. So that'll all come in the new kit when it comes. There it is. It's coming out now. Press it out. The fuel's just gotten so old in there. There's the gasket. So I would say nothing inside there. That is completely stripped. Got quite a bit of corrosion just around there on the ends. But that's ready for the dunk. Now this part here. So normally to take these out, you've got that little spring, because this is on a diaphragm, and that's completely shot. And if you look inside there, there is where it comes over the top of the little retaining arm. So we've got to get it over the top of that to be able to pull this off. So it's always a bit tricky, that one. You can see if I push on it, you can see that it's freeing up now. It was all seized up, so we'll be able to get it out now. There you go. Just rotate it to the side, and out it comes. There we go. So spring. Now a lot of the times the new kits that come, these springs aren't they're not very good. So I always try and use the original spring. This is completely gone, so that'll come in the kit. That's just, you know, it's not super hard, but you wouldn't want to use it. So anyway, that bit's done. The little there's just that little spring in the cam lever, but we're going to leave all that. That can just get dunked as it is. So that's done. That can go into the ultrasonic cleaner. We'll put a little container together and pop those in. Right, let's start disassembling one of the Zenith carbies. So I've got a little, we're just going to take the top off first, which is these little sockets, little screws. And we should have everything off. Yep. So we can actually take this side little linkage off here for the choke. That's for the choke, is it? No, it's for the pump. Now, this should come off. Yes. And there's the pump. Oh, this looks like it's been done. That pump looks like it's in reasonably good condition. Interesting. Okay, well that could be a bit of a bonus. Now, we'll remove all that. That's the gasket. Take that off. One gasket. Kind of looks like, I don't know, it's torn. No, it's definitely old. Okay, we're going to take off our, I would say that's the needle and seat. Oh, it is. Needle and seat with a gasket, aluminium one looks like. Now, in order to take this pump out, we've got a spring which lives in the side here, and then there's a little nut just there that we've got to undo. Probably is going to need a little bit of WD-40 on that. Man, this might be difficult to get in there. Can we take that out without it? Hang on. Oh, we can. There we go. So yeah, I think this is new. Definitely looks new, doesn't it? Yeah, good. We probably don't have to replace that. I think there's one in the kit anyway, but still, there's a bit of gunk on here. Oh yeah, that'll all come off with the, it's just old fuel. That should come off in the ultrasonic, I would imagine. Might be gasket glue too. It kind of looks like it is. Anyway, that's pretty good. Right, let's put that aside. Now, let's dive into this a bit further, because there's a lot of parts to take off this. Let's see, we've got the floats, and out they come, and they look like they're in pretty good nick. No cracks in these. We could test them, float them, make sure they do float. That's an easy one to take out. And we've got a whole lot of jets to take out now, starting with this top one. And again, probably should be doing this just to, in the ease of taking this thing apart. We've got this little one at the top here, and that has a big washer and then a smaller one on top of it. Pop him in the tray. Got our two jets here. Now numbers, let's see what's on these. That one says 280. 280. And then there's actually one inside it which says 1S on the inside here. Now that probably falls out, probably doesn't fall out. Alright, let's get the rest of these ones out. Then we've got these smaller ones on the sides. Can't quite read those yet. We probably need a little bit of memory paper on those. 120. So 120 jets on the sides, and that one came loose, which is a good thing. And that came loose too. Sometimes they don't. Excellent. Do these come out? Let's have a look. Or not. Doesn't look like it, but we will put some spray in them and loosen them up. Now we've got these side tubes here to take off. All Okay, these are extremely tight. Just going to wind that one back in, loosening him up a bit. Actually, whenever you've got a chance to use a spanner, use it instead of using smaller. Yeah, that one's loose. Go figure. Okay, so they've got a little O-ring, and they have 50 written on the side of them. Whenever they're a bit tight, just go back and forth. There we go. Don't push it. So you can see that one there, the O-ring's completely disintegrated into nothingness. So there you go. Okay, got those out. Now, next, probably down the bottom. Let's see what else we can pull off this thing. Oh, this side plate here. These ones are pretty easy. Have a little lock washer on them, and I would imagine there'll be a gasket behind this. Yep, gasket. That's easy. Now what's in there, I don't know. Nothing. They just put it there for good looks. Maybe you hide your drugs in there. I don't know. Now we've got a big ass one down here, which I suspect will be a main jet, maybe, or an inspection. No, it's definitely a jet with a little washer on it too. And we've got a couple of small ones here. I think these hold in the Venturi stacks or tubes. Yeah, they do, because they've got a little point on the end of them. So there's two of those. Okay, next will be removing the bottom plate and the linkage. So these ones have a bit of play in the shaft. Not a great deal, but we'll take care of those. Well, these can come out, the needle and seats. And they look to be, I've got brand new ones of these anyway, so I'm not too concerned. They don't look too bad anyway. We can get the base plate off. Actually, before we do that, we might take off the linkage here. And I think these are 12. Now, in terms of orientation, because you want to get all this stuff correct, you've got a nut. You've got the flat washer, and then on the outside you've got the one with the little notch out of it. Then the linkage, if the linkage wants to play ball and come off. Come on, out you come. And then on the other side, same deal. And that looks like a 13, so we'll grab that. That one's got a nylon, don't think that's factory. Could be wrong, but probably not. And that's the unit, which is all by itself. Chrome plated, which is pretty cool. Okay, that takes care of that. Now, take off the base plate. Or we can probably take out the butterflies too, because I've got a feeling we're probably going to stick a new bush shaft. I don't know if this is leaking or not. If there's side to side play. Don't look like there is in this. Might not. Might be able to leave that. Yeah, let's see how we go. Okay, bottom. Now, base plate off. Nice big heavy block too. Gasket. Gasket in that orientation. Oh look, we've got some extra little pieces to take off. Now I think this block here, there's nothing else on this that can be removed apart from the butterflies, which I don't know what we're going to do with that. We'll see. Alright, put that to the side. We've got another one here to take off. Oh wow, now that's really tight. This one not so tight. Ooh, okay, we've got some very, very fine. This one's got a tiny weeny gasket on it, looks like a copper gasket. And then I can see inside there is a spring. Very, very fine little spring. Here it comes. Whoa! Dropped it down the guts, there it is. Oh look, there's an emulsion tube's fallen out. Check that little spring out. So that lives inside there. We'll put him in his spot. Emulsion tube fell out, and that was the one I was telling you. Yeah, there we go. So they do pop out. That one came from in here. Okay. So other one not so much. Okay, we'll get that out later. Now, as for that part, we need a bigger screwdriver. Okay, so note the little part that's inside, we're going to take him out. That's the orientation it goes back in. So the little nobular part goes in first, like that, okay? Just so we know for later on, because we're going to separate those inside there for cleaning. And that also does have a little gasket on it. A lot of corrosion in there, you can see. Now, this one here, we couldn't get that off, so let's try with the bigger screwdriver. See if we've got a bit more success with a bit more leverage. Yes, we do. Now, what's inside that? Another jet. Oh, check this one out. It's got the side pushed in on it, and there's a tiny little weeny check ball inside it. So, obviously, the ball can't fall out. That's a cool little design. And again, another little gasket on top of it too. So, obviously, a jet of some description, because there is holes in it. Right, now, I think that concludes any... Oh, no. Oh, we missed the boat over here. There's another one. Oh, that's a 10mm. That's a 10mm. We'll get him off. Again, little fibre washer gasket. And take that little thing off. Oh, look at this. This is cool. We've got a little O-ring on the cover. That's cool. And we got another 4 jets. 115, 115, 50, what is that? 50, okay. So there's 4 jets in there. Take those suckers out. This is the carby that keeps on giving. We've got jets coming out of everywhere. They're not blocked, which is a good thing. Yeah, a bit of corrosion on the tip of that. And note that they are different. These ones were the ones that went in there, and these ones go in the top. Okay, and again, bits of crap inside there. Cool. Don't see any other screw. Oh, there's one there. Tiny weeny one. Don't know what that's for. Let's find out. Be a port of some description. Microscopic. Corrosion inside it. Not a good thing. Oh, that's just a breather, well, a port that goes into this one here. So, but still, we'll open it up. Now, see what else we can get out of here. Now, those 2 brass ones here, I would say fall out of those 2 holes there, but they don't look like they're going anywhere. We're not going to force them. We're not going to push the envelope on that. I don't know how you would get these stacks out, because they're kind of curved on both sides. I don't know. Oh, they would have to go through the bottom. Yeah. Oh, no, they can't, because they're what the hell? Okay, I'm majorly confused here, because if that's peened over and that's peened over, well, how the hell did they come out? They go upwards. So that means this has to come off and these have to come out. And I don't like our chances. We might try and remove those after we have put this through the bath, I think, just to soften everything up. Now, there's one more tube that hasn't come out yet. Yeah. Okay. That's one. We won't bore you with the second one pulling that apart. We're going to get these ready for the ultrasonic. Okay, guys, just a quick update. These do come out. Basically, you just have to tap them out very gently. So they obviously live in like that. Like that. And you just come in from the other side. I just used this part of the screwdriver or the scriber like that, just to tap it through, and then out they pop. Okay, so they come out. Also, the other parts that come out are, we're here, the other little tubes, which came on the sides of these ones that went in there. They come out too. So we've got some parts out of the ultrasonic. You can see it does a cracking job getting everything all pretty clean. That's just one pass. I'll probably go over a secondary pass on them as well, throttle bodies. These ones are all, we're going to glass powder bead these suckers now and get them all nice and schmicko. They get powder coated black, as I said before. And all these little parts here you have to just probably go through again, I think, with a solution. But yeah, they're getting cleaner and cleaner, and that's what we want. Okay, here is a couple of parts out of the glass bead blaster. You can see now I did plug up all the orifices so that we're not getting sand where it's not supposed to be, but you can see they come up pretty damn nice, doesn't it? Almost looks brand spanking new. And there's the throttle body as well. That part's going to go black, as I said before. And yeah, there you go. So those ones are done. We've got to do this one next. So that's what it looks like before. Oh, here we go. Before and after. So it just gives it that little shot peen kind of brand new look, I suppose you could say. Yeah, there we go. So we'll get this one done as well. And then we've got our brand new gasket kit that we're going to put through both carbies, and then we can just store them away. Same with the pump. Obviously that's done too. We've got a pump kit coming for this, and then we can get that stored away. Okay, so one of the next things, we have got these rusty parts out of the cleaner, and they've come up pretty good actually. Like all the rust is pretty much gone. This stuff is all going to get plated, so we're just going to do a zinc plating on all this. Not the gold. I'll probably just go with the bluey colour. So we're going to take these all over and get them wire brushed up and get ready to do some quick plating. So here's our little plating zinc bath. We've got a couple of nuts and bolts in there at the moment, cooking away for about 40 minutes, and we're running at about 1 amp at the moment, so not a great deal of current. You can see here, here's the next ones, which they're in the cleaning solution. And these are just all those little carburetor parts that, you know, we want to get all looking nice. I know it's a bit excessive, but you know, that's just what we do around here. There's another lot of linkages and bits and pieces in there as well. So all this is going to be the blue chromate color, or the, you know, silvery blue. So I'll bring you back in when all these things are plated, and then we can get the gasket kit for the carbies. I do have a box here, and this is it here from Classic Carburetors Australia, and these are all the componentry to rebuild these Zenith carbies. Okay, fresh off the plating bath, and you can see how this is pretty much what I did. I just sort of looped them on the copper wire and put them in, and yeah, they all came up pretty good. Little linkage. Very nice. So we'll take all those off and we can actually start to get these carbies rebuilt. So we've got our little sheet here which pretty much tells us where all the gaskets and new parts have to go, which is cool. Good to have. We're going to start on one of the carbies here. I've just put all the little brass components in some carby cleaner just to make sure, and we're going to blow them all out with air before we install them. And we also have all the new gaskets and all the new O-rings and bits and pieces that we're going to add in. So let's get cracking and put these things together. Okay guys, so we've pretty much got the twin carbies restored. I still am going to powder coat these parts black, because that's what they're supposed to be, so we're going to do that in a second. But the rest of the carbies are all together. So, and we're just doing the fuel pump now. So there's the new diaphragm for the fuel pump, and the little grill. I suppose it's a little straining grill for crap. And then we're just going to put all these little diaphragm pieces together back inside here. We've got our little check valves. One of these guys goes in there like that. And then we've got to put our little spring in here. Bit of a fiddly one, like that. And then we've got another check valve, and then that, and then our little screws. So let's get this thing back together. So there we go, we've got the bottom plates done. We powder coated those, put them in the oven, and they came up cool. Only issue is I had bought some new idle mixture screws and they sent me the wrong ones. Their threads don't match at all, so that's a bummer because they came from overseas, I think in Europe somewhere. They probably cost me a fortune, so I'm going to have to send them back. I don't know what they did. But they're the wrong ones. Anyway, doesn't matter, we'll get sorted. But anyway, I've got 2 brand new carbies ready to rock and roll. So we will catch you guys in another video coming soon. We're going to get back onto the bug. Thanks again for the new subscribers. We will see you in a new episode coming up soon. We have new projects coming, so stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't, and you'll be able to keep up with all the updates. So see you in the next one. You.